Hey, what's up everybody? In my last video, I put together a blueprint for a powerful mid-range gaming PC that you can throw together for under $700 US. For this video, I've taken on the bigger challenge of putting together a budget gaming PC for under $500 US. Now, this game is not going to max out all the crazy newest games, but it will, to my knowledge, it will run any game on the market right now. I've looked at the minimum requirements for the new 2019 Modern Warfare and Red Dead Redemption 2, which just dropped on PC. Some pretty demanding games. This system here will run, it will meet the minimum requirements for these games. Whether you want to play these games on low settings, that's another question, but you can if you want to. And if you want to play slightly older games or less demanding games, which are still very popular, like say Fortnite, GTA 5, CSGO, you're going to be absolutely fine. This thing can handle it. So without any further ado, let's jump into this thing. Budget PC gaming build under 500 bucks. Let's go. Well, yeah, quick note, I am putting links in the description, Amazon links, to get these components. I'm using my affiliate link, so if you click on the link and buy something, I get a little percentage, little commission there. I appreciate your support. You don't have to use my links. You don't have to buy what I tell you to buy. You can shop around, whatever you want. Let's get into it. All right, here it is, my list right here. We have 7 parts total. If you add them up, you're looking at $489, subtotal before tax. I don't know where you live, how much your tax is, if you have any at all. Of course, Amazon gives you free shipping, so that's pretty cool. Just under 500 bucks. Let's start off here with the case. This is the same case that I chose for my my mid-range PC build. It's also the same case I'm using right now. Case comes down to personal preference, really. It's what do you like the look of, what fits your needs, what's going to hold everything together and have nice airflow. What I like about this, I like the style. It's very simple and clean. It's a mid-sized tower, so it's not going to take up too much desk space, floor space, wherever you want to put it, but it is going to give you plenty of room inside to store all of your components and give you room to add more components in the future. If you want to upgrade, throw in some optical drives, it's got space for that. Another cool part about this one is it comes with 2 front fans pre-installed. You can probably find a cheaper case, maybe 45, slightly under 50 bucks, but those cases are probably not going to come with any fans, and you need good airflow, keep everything running cool. So yeah, this is just a case I like and I recommend it. It's cheap, it's simple and clean design, has plenty of storage for all of your components, and has good airflow. Not much else to say about that. Next, you got to get a power supply. I like this brand, the Thermal Take Smart 500 watt. I bought the 700 watt for another build. This 500 watt will be okay for this budget build. It has plenty of power. These tend to be real quiet and reliable in my experience. 4.5 stars here based on 946 ratings. Again, I personally used the 700 watt and had a good experience with it. Nice, quiet, reliable. There it is. This one's only 40 bucks for 500 watts, which doesn't seem like a lot of power, but it's plenty. Especially, a lot of these new graphics cards and components are actually designed to take up less power, be more efficient. So yeah, you'll be fine here. Moving on to the motherboard. So I found this budget board here. It's only 55 bucks. This is an AM4 motherboard. No real bells and whistles here, nothing fancy, but sticking to a strict budget, this will get the job done. Supports all the newest Ryzen chips. We're not using the newest ones, but it will support the new Ryzen 3000 series chips. So if you want to upgrade the chip later on, you can. There's only 2 RAM slots, DDR4 RAM slots, only 1 graphics card slot. So you're not going to be able to, SLI run dual graphics cards or capture cards. But, most people are not going to do that anyways. This is not a bad budget motherboard, nothing fancy about it, but it'll make everything work. So 55 bucks, you know, what do you expect? It's got what you need here for your budget build. As I say, we are not using the newest Ryzen chips for this budget board. We will be using the Ryzen 5 2600. Again, this is the same chip I threw in the mid-range build and that I'm using in my current rig. I'm getting a lot of really good performance out of it, and at 117 this is a great time to buy it. Honestly, it handles gaming no problem. This chip is going to last you a long time. You know, I can do video editing and really quick. I'm getting great performance out of this chip, and you can't beat that price. So this thing will serve you well for a long time to come still. And for the graphics card, I chose the GeForce GTX 1050 Ti with 4GB VRAM. This thing, I had this card in a gaming laptop I used to have, and it was real nice. I could play, you know, most of the newer games. As I say, you can definitely this card will handle all the new games, at least to some degree, at least on low settings. It's a solid card though. You know, solid budget card at $139.99. That's a good price. It's about as low as I would go, because if you start getting much older than this card, you run the risk of not being able to run certain games. I want you to be able to play any game you want to play. You know, maybe it's going to be low settings on some of these newer and graphically intensive games, but this card can still handle a lot of games like a beast. Just looking down here at this person's review really quick. He's listing all these games. He plays Destiny 2 on high. He gets 51 to 103 frames per second. That's pretty good. PUBG playing on high. He gets 34 to 60 frames per second. 40 to 90 on low settings. You don't want to play these competitive shooters on low settings though. I'm just going to tell you that you're not going to be able to see very well. You're going to get pwned. Alright. Anyways, so the stuff this guy's saying, he's getting great performance out of this, and he has a much weaker system than the build that we're putting together right now. Looking at that CPU. Oh yeah. Anyways, this is a very solid card, especially on a budget. $139.99. Yeah, you'll be set with this one for sure. Alright, you're gonna need some RAM. So what I've done here is I've chosen a single stick of 8GB DDR4 RAM. This is a Patriot brand, 2666 megahertz. Why I chose the single stick is $30. You could get a pack of 2 4GB sticks, but why would you do that? Honestly, 30 bucks, get the single stick, 8GB. That's gonna be enough to play any game you want right now. But getting just one stick, you can always buy the second one later and upgrade to 16 gigs RAM. Totally not necessary right now, but you'll have that option at a later time. So I'd go with the single stick. 8 gigs RAM is plenty for today's gaming needs. And last but not least, you'll need some storage. So this Seagate Barracuda 2TB internal hard drive is a great deal at only 50 bucks. You got quite a bit of storage here. We all know that these games are taking up more and more space nowadays. Even pictures, videos, whatever, everything's getting more high quality, taking up a lot more storage. But 2 terabytes is plenty to start with. That's gonna give you a lot of room to work with and store lots and lots of data. So there it is right there. Those are my picks. That's my budget gaming PC build for 2019 and 2020, because let's be honest, it's November. This build is going to last you through 2020 and beyond. So here it is, guys, just under 500 bucks. As I said, we're looking at 489. Let me know what you think of this build. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions for me, whatever it is. If you want to see more gaming videos, tech videos, other videos, be sure to subscribe and let me know what you'd like to see more of. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.